wanna my boy, and I can send it in a text.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Jaguars and the Vikings, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not get a run back to 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school. And also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that runs up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Touchdown, Jaguars. George Pickens, 61 yards. And the Jaguars need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, McKay, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, and we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On 1st down, McKay, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job of holding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage. An even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Albert Okwuegbunam
From 3 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And
This will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On second down, there's the option going left. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. McCarthy. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20.
And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. If he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that that's snapping backwards. Well done there, well executed.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 44 yards away. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys the lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime. Well, we all miss football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On the gets into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Not the... To start out the third quarter, one play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's Cook again. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to grab him. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Delayed game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The play fake. McCarthy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Off play action. McCarthy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. McCarthy. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And now out comes Minnesota. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McCarthy, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Shaq tops it on the tackle that time. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 4th down, McCarthy. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he will have a Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So the final seconds have ticked away as Minnesota